The air that we are breathing is killing us. Can you believe it? Well, it's true. Thick and toxic layers of smog hanging over Pakistan and the adjoining areas can be seen from space. The satellite imagery of NASA has confirmed that. And it continues to threaten and endanger millions of lives around the globe and mainly in these regions by the toxic levels of air pollution in these areas. The cultural capital of Pakistan, that is Lahore, and 17 other districts in Punjab are facing an acute problem of smog. And now, as winter is approaching and the temperatures are getting lower in other parts of Pakistan, the city of Karachi is also affected, and the KPK province is also affected. Lahore and Karachi, they are being ranked as the top two cities in the world with the maximum level of air pollution. But the place is being passed from one to the other. Previous days it was Multan, then it was KPK, which was topping the list, and at times it is New Delhi also, and other cities of India like Mumbai, like Kolkata, like Tashkent in the adjoining areas. They are all going up and down on this scale. So, how do we battle this smog, and what does it do to our health is our major concern and topic of today. I'm Dr. Mariam Atiq, and let's start with what actually is smog. Smog is a combination of fog, smoke, and air pollutants. The smoke is coming for 50% from the vehicles which are burning the fuel, and the rest of it is coming from the burning of garbage in our day-to-day life, then burning of trees, the burning of the plantations, because it is a harvesting time in Pakistan and India. Therefore, the old crops that are being removed from the grounds to plant the new ones, these are mostly burned down in this season, which is contributing to all this smoke, and plus, of course, all the industries that are running around in these areas. What about the air pollutants? They are all the dust, dander, mite, pollen, all these things, and especially the urbanization in which the forests are being cut down and more buildings are being produced. They also contribute a lot to the dust and air pollutants, air irritants around us. But why is it affecting more in this season? In this season, the temperature gets lower, the direction of the wind changes, as well as the speed and velocity of wind changes. As a result, these parts of the world are more affected by smog. Normally also pollution is there and the irritants are there, but the condensation of water vapor that rises from the surface of the earth takes place at much higher levels of the atmosphere, and therefore this smog is formed at a much higher level. It is not even visible and less comes down to us. But in this season, due to the lower temperature, this smog forms at a much lower level, much closer to the surface of the earth, and it is more visible. And in my opinion, I would say it is a blessing in disguise too, because then we come to know how much of air pollution is around us when we see the haze and the smog with our naked eyes. And we got to think that if we need to save our planet, we need to work out some solutions. So let's talk about the medical aspect. When we are breathing in this irritating air, then it irritates our nose, mouth, eyes, skin, and everything. As a result, the eyes can get pink, the eyes can get itchy, they can have watering, they can get excessively dry. If you keep rubbing them, they can get infected. Then as this air enters the nose and mouth, it is going to irritate the respiratory system. You can have sneezing, you can have coughing, you can have flus, you can have chest infections, pneumonias can occur. And those of us who are unfortunate and we have got asthma problems, their asthma attacks can increase in this season. Then the skin becomes excessively dry, it gets cracked, sometimes it gets scaly, and the people with the tendency to have eczemas can get flaring up of their eczemas. Along with that, when people are facing this toxic level of air pollution for prolonged periods of time, it even affects the lifespan of people. If we talk about Pakistan, 3.9 years of the people's average lifespan is reduced in this part of the world because of the toxic levels of air pollution. Now, what are the toxic levels? The WHO has put forward an index, air quality index, AQI, and it is being ranked from 0 to 500. So we need to understand, from 0 to 50, the air is healthy. Then from 51 to 100, the air is moderately healthy. Then from 101 to 150, the air becomes unhealthy, but only for a certain group of people, like the very young children or the very old, or those who are immunocompromised, or those who have got other medical problems. Then from 51 to 200, the air is unhealthy for everyone. Then between 200 to 300, the air is harmful for everyone. And beyond 300 to 500 and above, the air actually becomes hazardous for our health. Now, what is this AQI? The air quality index, it depends on the number of suspended fine particles in the air. And it is the calculation and the quantity of these fine particles which are given this number. So, what can you do about this smog? How can you keep yourselves safe? First of all, don't go out at the times when the smog is maximum. That would be early morning when the temperature is low, and later in the evening and at night time when again the temperature becomes lower than the daytime temperature. If you must go, then you must wear masks. The N95 graded masks are the recommended ones. This number 95 indicates that they can keep away 95% of these small fine particles which on inhalation can endanger our health. Then the eyes need to be covered too. So wear nice eyewear, wear glasses, look stylish, look fashionable, and keep your eyes safe too. Then you must wash your eyes, hands, nose, mouth frequently. You have to suck in water into your nose and you have to throw it out. Then you have to gargle so that all these fine particles that you are inhaling can be thrown out of the body. Then drink plenty of water so that again the internal system also can remove the toxins via this extra water. They can be thrown out of the body. Then the skin that is becoming excessively dry, you need to use creams, moisturizers, different kinds of emollients to keep it wet, keep it supple, keep it looking healthy, and keep feeling nice too. Then we should not exercise outdoors in this season, especially when the fog is at its highest. Do your exercise, but do it inside. Then eat healthy. Again, that is going to build up your immunity and that is going to maintain your health. At home, we can use air purifiers to keep the quality of air under control. Then the smoke, we need to control that smoke. Maximum smoke is being emitted by the burning of fuels through our transports. So we need to cut down the number of transports on the road. Start using public transport so that many people can travel to a place in one car fuel that is being burnt instead of those 15, 20, 50 people that can all accommodate in one. They take their own cars separately. Then those of you who are using their cars, please keep them well tuned. Keep the engines very well and nicely tuned so that they do not give out exhaust when they burn the fuel. Then urbanization is something which has affected the climate a lot because plants are being cut down, forests are being cut down to give the land a more advanced look and for the making of these cities. But we need to plan it. the plants that are being removed, the trees that are being cut down to make a certain area into an urban setting, these need to be put up at another area. We just can't cut them down and leave us dry. We need to plant them somewhere else. We need to actually calculate that these many plants have been cut down from this area. Therefore, what is the number of forests that we need, or what is the number of green plants that we need to grow in an area close by. The communities need to be planned, and proper water and proper plants should be put around the area in the architectural planning so that we can all breathe in fresh air. Then we can keep plants, even potted plants, inside the house, which are more friendly, which can absorb all these harmful chemicals and all these gases, and try to have your own natural organic purifiers if you can't afford the more costly ones. So taking care of these things, we can go through the season staying healthy, and otherwise we know that we are facing an ecological apocalypse, and this is the only planet that we have. We need to save it. I once read a line that, don't kill the world, don't let it die. Do not destroy the native ground. So please keep your world alive and keep yourselves healthy so that we can all enjoy our lives to the utmost. Thank you and have a very nice day. Assalamu alaikum.